handle it anymore. Anyway, he took me to a nice dinner, and I was very excited, and I was just happy that it was over. It's been a rough, extremely rough 2 years. And so he took me to his house, and we were just hanging out, and he's like, I want to take a picture. And I was like, cool, Sal never takes pictures. Let's take a picture. He's always behind the camera, and this time he was going to be in front of it. And I was like, oh, that's really neat. So we sat down on his couch, and he took a picture of us. And then he's like, well, I made something for you. And I was like, you made something? I was like, you didn't have to make me anything. So he has a little, like a mini iPad. And he pushes the button, and it says the story of Veronica, of my life story with us together, or just in general. And at the very beginning of the video, it says that he wrote a song. So the music playing in the background of all the pictures was a song that he wrote for me. And so it was really beautiful. So of course, I'm super emotional, right? So I'm crying while I'm listening to the music and whatnot, and looking at all the pictures. And it was pictures from the very first time that we ever met, pretty much, or hung out together. And at the very end of the video, it says, well, I'm expecting him to give me a trip for graduation. He's like, I'm going to take a picture of your reaction. He's like, I'm gonna take a picture of the reaction. I was like, oh man, it's going to be a good trip. So I was really excited. And then it says New York, and then it says Washington, and then it keeps on going. And then at the very end, he puts 2014 and a question mark. And then he said that he wanted to be with me throughout all the rest of the stuff that we go through, and that he hopes that I would be with him. And then this beautiful ring pops up on the thing. Well, this is right before that. He goes and he pushes the button to the camera, and then he comes and kneels down. So here I think that he can't see it. So I was like, oh. So I'm pushing the little thing. I'm like, oh, can you see? And then this ring pops up, and I'm like, oh, damn, that's nice. So I'm looking at it, and then I look up, and I was like, oh my God. So I'm already crying, and then I ended up crying more, and then I look at him, and I was like, ah, shut up! I was like, yes! And that was it. Oh, I did let him ask me. He was, Vero, will you marry Veronica? Will you marry me? And I said yes. And
did you ask permission?
And then that was the very second. That was the second question. As soon as I was hugging him, I was like, oh shit. Did you ask my parents? And yes, he did. And Leanne and Julie helped.
They took her out of the house, and Sal came, and he said he wanted to talk to us, and we thought we were going to talk about the gift we were going to get her, an iPad, because he knew all about it. And so he walks in, and he already knew he was going to ask us for her hand in marriage, and we didn't know that. I thought we were going to go halves on an iPad. I kept asking him, okay, which one's better, the big one or the little one? So he starts telling me all this stuff, and he says, but I really wanted to ask you, and then here comes the ring, and then we're both like, oh, hell.